Good morning, Mustangs. It is now time for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great job, everybody. Sit back down in your seats and let's have a great day.
Behave responsibly. E. Expect to learn. S. Stay safe. T. Treat others with kindness and respect.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday today to Reed Kaiser.
Did you know? 113 years ago, on April 15, 1912, the Titanic sank in the North Atlantic Ocean. The largest ocean liner in service at the time, Titanic was 4 days into her maiden voyage from Southampton, England, to New York City, with an estimated 2,224 people on board. The ship hit an iceberg and sank, resulting in the deaths of more than 1,500 people, making it one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history.
Mustangs, get pumped, Field Day is near. It is time to purchase your Field Day t-shirt. T-shirts are $10 and can only be paid with cash. Orders must be placed by Wednesday, April 16th. Bring your completed order forms and your money to your homeroom teachers only.
Yo, Bird, did you know that the human brain is basically like Wi-Fi? Some people pick up every signal and others are out here like, sorry, connection lost.
I see where you're going with this. You're talking about autism, aren't you?
Bingo! And today, we're dropping some interesting facts about autism that you probably didn't know. Buckle up, people. This is going to be a brainy roller coaster.
Oh, boy. All right. First fact. Did you know that autistic brains are literally wired differently? Studies show that their brains have differences in connectivity, with some areas having more connections and others working differently, making them super fast processors in specific skills.
So basically, their brains are like gaming PCs, while the rest of us are still running on dial-up.
Sort of. Some autistic individuals have incredible abilities in math, music, or memory. Like those people who can hear a song once and play it back perfectly.
Okay, so while I'm over here forgetting why I walked into a room, some folks out here are remembering entire symphonies. Unfair advantage.
Speaking of memory, get this. Some autistic people have something called hyperlexia, which means they can teach themselves to read super early, like at 2 years old.
2? I was still struggling to hold a sippy cup at 2.
And while we're talking about childhood skills, autistic kids often have different sensory experiences. Their senses might be extra strong or extra sensitive. Some love the feeling of soft fabrics, while others find loud noises overwhelming.
So like how I can't handle the sound of people chewing. It's like nails on a chalkboard, Bird. Chew with your mouth closed, people.
It's kind of like that. But for some autistic individuals, everyday sounds can be way more intense, like a volume dial that's stuck on max.
So if I was autistic, that ice cream truck sound would sound like a rock concert at full blast?
Exactly. That's why noise-canceling headphones are a game changer for a lot of autistic folks.
Speaking of game changers, did you know some researchers believe Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton may have been autistic based on their behaviors and historical records?
Makes sense. Some autistic individuals hyper-focus on their interests, which can lead to genius discoveries. Science, math, art, you name it.
Oh, so if Einstein had a special interest in E equals MC squared, does that mean my obsession with ranking every pizza topping make me a genius too?
Sure, Frankie. Moving on, here's a wild fact. Autistic people process emotions, but sometimes it looks different. Like they might not show it the way others do, but trust me, they feel just as much.
So you're saying just because someone doesn't cry during a sad movie doesn't mean they're heartless? Because, Bert, I swear, I saw you holding it in during that last animated movie we watched.
I wasn't crying. I just had something in my eye.
Sure. Anyway, get this. Autistic people often have a unique way of communicating. Some use pictures, technology, or even just super direct language instead of small talk.
Makes sense. While most of us are out here sugarcoating everything, they're getting straight to the point. Kind of refreshing, honestly.
Yeah, like if they don't like your haircut, they'll tell you.
And you need that kind of honesty, Frankie.
So it's like ice cream flavors. Everyone's got their own mix of strengths and quirks.
Here's another cool fact. Autism isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It's a spectrum, meaning every autistic person is unique in their strengths, challenges, and how they experience the world.
All right, last fact, and this one's important. Autism isn't something that needs fixing. It's just a different way of experiencing the world.
Exactly. And understanding that helps us be better friends, co-workers, and family members.
Autism isn't a problem, it's a difference.
Nailed it.
Hi everybody, my name is Danielle Royer and I'm here to read you All My Stripes, a story for children with autism. The authors of this book are me, Danielle Royer, and Shaina Rudolph. It's illustrated by Jennifer Zivoin. This book was published by Imagination Press, the children's book imprint of the American Psychological Association. Let's get started. Zane ran home as fast as he could. "Nobody gets me, Mama." Mama hugged Zane. He began to tell her about his bad day. This morning in art class, the teacher started a hoof painting project. I didn't want to get paint on my hooves, so the teacher gave me a paintbrush. All the other zebras noticed and were making fun of me because they didn't understand why I wouldn't use my hooves. Mama said, "I bet that made you feel different from the rest of the group." Zane replied, "It did, but paint is just too weird to touch." During math class, the fire alarm blared loudly. While the children in my class were getting in line quietly, I hid under the desk screaming and covering my ears. The class left without me, and I was scared until the firefighters found me. When the class came back from lunch, everyone was putting their lunch boxes in their cubbies. Some classmates were talking about a video game I play all the time, but I didn't know how to start talking to them. I started talking about all the things I knew about the game, but since I was staring at the floor, nobody knew I was talking to them. When the other kids walked away, I started talking louder. I really wanted them to hear me, but everybody was getting ready for science class. We sat down for science and were learning about the planets. Our teacher gave us each a planet to draw, but I wanted to create my own. When it came time to present, I felt different from the rest of the class again. My teacher loved my planet and said, "Whatever floats your boat." I spent the rest of the afternoon looking for a boat in the classroom. Zane was crying. "How come all anyone sees is my autism stripe?" Mama carried Zane over to the mirror. "When I look at you, I see many different stripes. If one of them were missing, you wouldn't be the same. I see your pilot stripe. When we get lost in the city, you always remember the way home. Your caring stripe makes you act kindly towards others. When your classmates think it's funny to bully other kids, you come to the rescue. Your honesty stripe lets me always trust your word. When other parents have to worry that their kids aren't telling the truth, I know you always are. My favorite stripe is your curiosity stripe. When all the other kids are falling asleep in class, you always want to know more. I love when you come home and tell me everything you learned. Sometimes you ask me questions and I don't even know the answers. Mama pointed out the rest of Zane's amazing stripes. The more stripes she explained, the better Zane began to feel about himself. By the time he was finished, Zane loved himself again. Zane ran outside feeling the warmth of the sun. Finally, he felt proud of all of his stripes. He said, "There's more to me than just my autism stripe. It's just part of me. The other parts make the whole me. I love each stripe because without them, I wouldn't be me." I heard that you guys read this book and it made you more curious about how to include children with autism in your school. I think that is so wonderful, and I see that you've sent me some questions and I'm so excited to get started. The first question is, what is autism? Autism is a brain difference. People with autism have neurodivergent brains. Autism is just one form of a neurodivergent brain. Neurodivergent people have many strengths and contributions to offer. The next question is, how does someone get autism? We don't know yet. The cause of autism is still widely unknown. The next question is, does autism ever go away? People with autism and other forms of neurodivergence have different brains all of their lives.
Hi everyone, I'm Shaina Rudolph, one of the authors of All My Stripes. I'm going to answer a couple of your questions. So your first question was, why do people with autism flap their hands? Well, sometimes they're excited, happy, or even sad. This is called stimming. They can have big emotions, and this actually helps calm them down. Your next question. How to be a good friend? Well, you can be respectful to them. Also, get to know what they like. Include them in your activities.
Say after me. I'm proud of my unique qualities and talents. Now one more time, repeat after me. I'm proud of my unique qualities and talents.
Have a great day, Mustangs!